All I'm saying is stuff and things. It helps if I'm actually like clicked on the right spot because I want to make sure that all my buttons are working before I do anything else. Cool, buttons are working. And I can click that, push that, and push that, or that. There we go. Only dangerous waypoint 10. Discworlds 2. Exploration. Stuff and things. I am on the verge of being very frustrated with the world, so I'm just like, it's beer time. It's been beer time for like, since I got home, it's 5:30, so I just haven't had beer because I was eating food, and the food I was eating doesn't quite go well with beer. But, anyways. Nope, and it's dark. Night vision on. Oh, there was a ship there. He must have just been logging off. So, okay, so that is working. Okay, all my for whatever reason, I couldn't get my stream to go to YouTube earlier, and then it was bugging me. And got it fixed. Just went to go double check Twitch, and like, uh-oh, did Twitch decide to die? So they've announced the flight path we're taking. We're leaving the Cerulean Tranquility, going to the Xenia Haze, the Hydrangea Nebula, Magnus Nebula, oh, yeah, Neighboring Necklace, and the Morphinile Nebula. That's a mouthful. Anyways, and these red dots, these are permanent locked sectors, so they're going to be difficult to get to. And I did not want to... How do I get out of that? There we go. Let's see. Some of the Hydrangea Nebula, Neighboring Necklaces. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I want to check that out. Okay. And next waypoint will be announced April 7th. Oh, that's cool. That they've changed up this page, and it's a lot better. So we're actually on the end of stage 2. We've got 13,000 command. Oh, cool. That's a lot of. Okay, we got a lot of information there that we can share as it comes up. But let's see. Let's make our run for. Let's see. The Briar Patch Nebula. What is the Briar Patch Nebula? That's a point of interest along the way. And actually, first things first, before we do that, let's actually... Alright, so this is the... Let's bring up our galaxy map. Oh, that was... before we go anywhere, though, I want to take a screenshot of that, because that looked kind of cool. So right here... Whoa! Oh, that's going to be something to see. Bookmark that. Go to our bookmarks. What is it? Edit. I really wish we could have like folders for our bookmarks. I think that would make this a lot more manageable. Because look at all these bookmarks. Like if I could just have a folder, it's like Distant Worlds bookmarks. And DW Ruin. Legend Realms. I'm just gonna mute this entire Discord because So I'm getting really frustrated with that, and I'm just, why did I have that? Oh, because there's Guardian Ruins at that place. Okay, okay. That's where we gotta go. Alright. But I actually said I wanted to check out the Eris Nebula. Yeah, that's way out of the way. Xenia Haze. Xenia Haze. Just gonna go straight for the for this waypoint here. We're gonna skip one waypoint, one of the points of interest, and go straight towards the Hydrangea Nebula, which we just punched it into our flight computer here. Well, not flight computer, but oh, because I didn't have all of it. I'm getting really frustrated with this one person on my Discord, and I'm just like, alright, so yeah, we're gonna, this is just like a really dark, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna plot a route here. We'll plot a route there. Oh, did YouTube now decide to take a shit on me? No, there it goes. God, this guy's getting... Anyways, alright, so we got a route plotted. I'm going to turn the night vision off. Just... Damn it, like, I cannot hold... Okay, this is, I'm doing this really weird thing with, like, my thumb and, like, another finger, because what I'm trying to do is get the camera in just the right angle. There. There we go. I can do it this way. I'm trying to get a screenshot of that, but my fingers aren't quite. Oh, it's not gonna work, is it? Oh, because I had. Oh, you know what it was? Is because I had the camera like sitting right on top of the. I had it sitting right there, so I thought I was trying to. Here's what we'll do. We'll just go into free cam. I want to get this just about. There we go. Alt F10. That's a screenshot. There we go. Alright, let's... Lights on. Exploration mode. Oh, we got a contact. There's something right over there on the ground. Let's power up. Gear up. There's a ship right there. So all I'm gonna do is just nice and slowly fly over here. Keeping my altitude. It's not letting me target the ship. It must be powered down.
Rotational correction disabled. Rotational correction enabled. Frameshift drive charging.
There's our escape vector.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now that we're in Super Cruise, and we'll be in Super Cruise for some time. Lights off. Night vision off. Just making sure I get all the dust off the bottom of my my joysticks and off the surface of my desk, just or where they sit. Because it's sliding and it won't not slide. I didn't have this problem when it's set on the glass, but like this is a more relaxed, more comfortable position for me to have it in. So it's like. Of course, things I don't even touch just start falling off my desk. Like nothing over there, and things just fell down. Oh well. This is all this purple and blue is like it's actually really cool. Awesome side. This game is a beautifully just space in general. It's called. Oh shit! I have to supercharge, don't I? Yeah, I have to supercharge. So system map. There's a neutron star in the system. Let's fly over to this neutron star, supercharge, and then we'll be on our way. just watching a quick video clip here. Holy crap, how much further we have to go to get to this thing? Oh, as we're getting closer, you can actually kind of see some of the gravitational lensing, though, just because they do that. And what that is that's actually light flying towards the neutron star from the other stars, and then actually being warped by the fact that that star's shape, like, is compressing space-time right there. And some interesting Elite Dangerous news, though. Somebody actually found the newest record for the highest G planet you can land on it. 10.75 Gs. And people have been landing on it and, like, trying not to get blown up, but they're getting blown up. Alright. What? How am I too close?
Rotational correction disabled. Rotational correction enabled.
Apparently I got too close.
Shift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Temperature critical.
Hey, orbit line's on, correct?
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive
There we go.
supercharged. Frame shift drive charging.
How many jumps do we have to go until we get 31 jumps to our destination? So, here we go. I posted an interesting thing on Reddit asking for some advice on some tech stuff, and Just gotta reply to it, and I'm like, oh, cool. I really don't have to. I'll scan it anyways.
System scan complete.
Ah, yeah.
Warning, frame shift drive operating
Come
beyond
on.
safety limits.
Oh, come on, really?
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
There we go. Now we just gotta pull around. Find ourselves in the right direction.
Frame shift
And away we go.
drive charging. Three, two, one, engage.
Alright, scoop it scan.
Fuel scooping.
30 bodies, and what I can do is I can actually go to EDSM. Specifically, oh, did I get logged out? I got logged out. Remember me. My flight log. What I can do is I can actually go to my flight log and see if anyone's visited the system before. It's a cheaty little way of having to. No, no one else has been apparently visited the system yet, according to EDSM. So, 30 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
We got all our fuel scooped, but we're close far enough from the start. Shouldn't cook our ship as long as they don't have to stay here too long scanning. God damn it. Twitch decided to do fuck up things again. Throw my viewer count off for me. I'm not having a good night tonight. Wait. Was that just an all black planet? Oh no, it just didn't render in time. I zoomed in and out faster than the star could render. or planet could render, which is which the way the scanners work, you don't have to wait for it to fully render to scan. You just have to click on it, which is great because then you have to sit there and go bloop 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 bloop. You can just go boom boom boom. All right. Oh, we got a couple more. 3 more. Like, oh, is that the water or gas giant with ammonia-based life? Cool. I want to know how that would work. How would ammonia? Is it bacteria? I still don't know. Is it just like there's bacterial-based life there? Are there actually like, you know? Is it some other, you know, life form? Like, I'm just picturing like some variation of like a whale that can live in that like, but instead of swimming it like it's like wings, like it's like some kind of giant like squid bird looking thing, and it just does like this through the atmosphere, and it can thrive on that, or maybe some kind of like some kind of jellyfish looking thing that has like a thick, strong membrane to float on the gases, and then like thrives off of eating like the smaller little microbes and stuff. That's what I picture life on like a gas giant being, is something that can thrive in just super thick air, and would have to obviously never land, and would have to it would just have to evolve and live its life floating in air. But that's just my idea of what, you know, life on a gas giant could look like. 100% curious to hear what other people's opinions or thoughts on that type of thing could be.
Frame shift drive charging.
And we'll just honk in a couple systems, you know. If the system seems interesting, we'll scan it. We've got enough exploration data that I don't need to scan everything I come across.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete.
So my one of my Amcard parks, or one of my not one of my Amcard park did weapons checks today. It was awesome, except because I can't go out on Sundays to play. I didn't get my weapons checked, so technically every single weapon I have just failed, even though one of them was just rebuilt like back in October.
3, 2.
Oh, the way I build the way I maintain my weapons, they don't fail often. So.
Fuel scoping.
47 bodies. Holy hell. Habitable zone, metal rich, 3 to... Fine. Oh, it's just... Okay, it's not telling me what's here. It's just telling me what's possibly here. We got 47 systems. Let's see. Gas giants.
Fuel scoping complete.
I'm not... It's 47. We got a lot... ground... We got a lot... It's 47 bodies, and we've got a lot of ground to cover.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah.
Fuel scoping.
So every year for my Run 8 community, I like do a little April Fool's joke of some sort. And one year we actually had a ton of people leave the community because they thought I made a joke and said that we were going to take the server to a subscription-based system where you had to like pay to be able to play, and a bunch of people left because of that.
Complete.
Last year, nobody picked up on the prank, the little joke that I did for April's 1st, and then I set all the spawns to only be ATSF and BNS, or ATSF and Southern Pacific Train locomotives. This year I'm going to make it really awkward and only do BNSF and CSX locomotive spawns. Or not BNSF, CSX and NS locomotives. Oh, we're looking right there.
System scan complete.
I got my little twinkly lights just kind of blend in with the stars. We're really out here, man. Really out here.
Frameshift drive charging. Scoping. System scan complete. System scan complete.
Just park it right here. We're actually moving. We're moving at 30 kilometers a second.
Field scoping complete.
Because stars are so massive, it does, and we're so tiny compared. It just doesn't look like we're moving, but we are moving. It would take a very, very long time to get anywhere at that speed. How many more jumps we got? 25 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Estimated scan value 31 million credits, so it's only estimated value.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
464 systems discovered first. That's awesome. That's that's not in the top, but
Fuel scooping complete.
so I should pull up the Distant Worlds 2 stats because I can. So the stats for Distant Worlds 2, at least on EDSM, 77 days have passed, with 73 days, more days have now passed in this expedition than are left. So we're past the halfway point. 3,323,204 jumps so far. 555,667,810 light years have been traveled. This is through all ships. 19,781,000 celestial bodies have been scanned. 492,000 celestial bodies have been mapped. 47,878,612 tons of fuel have been burned. And so far, at least according to EDSM, 2,581 commanders have died, with 932 commanders self-destructing. And 1.9 had a dismal 18% of participants reached it. I forgot how many bodies there were. 11 bodies, not too bad. And except for all blocked.
Warning, temperature critical.
That's why I'm flying away from the starship. Everything's orbiting this star, isn't it? This one star decided it's gonna hog all of the planetary material. Just form its own little mini solar system. How cool would it be to like visit one of these places? Like, or to have like grown up there, you know? My joystick calibration's off. I can see how it's moving slowly to the right. The stick is centered. So someone made bacon.
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging.
God, I hate my window. I have vertical blinds. I hate them. 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 I hate them.
3, 2, 1.
7? That's easy. That's easy, especially when it's all gas giants. Nah, everything's been in this at the start. Great. Oh, this isn't a scoopable star either. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so it was right there and now it's not? What? And there's the last one.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
And you know what? It's just hot. I'm like, oh man, it's hot in here. I'm gonna open my window, let some fresh air in. That didn't work. It's still. Ugh, ow, hot in here. And I like came home and realized, oh, my work pants are dirty because they got grime and shit on them from work. Let me, change into some other pants. So these pants are tighter than those. There we go. Airflow. This also isn't a scoopable star. Fantastic. Paying a little bit of attention to some shit going on Discord, and I'm just like,
Frameshift drive charging.
KGB home? Okay, cool, we can scoop from this. It's an M class. Let's just get in here and scoop our fuel. Oh, cool.
Fuel scooping.
50% fuel, and I'm like, I'm definitely getting smooth. Real fan Josh, how's it going? Oh, yeah, it's hot in here. Maybe it's because I'm parked right next to a frickin' star. Burn out my retinas. How many more jumps we got? 20 jumps. Cool. There's our line for exclusion zone. If we just hold her there.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, wait for that star not to be red and angry. And here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, I got an itch.
Three, two,
Still a little pived about how that Friday night steel base match went. So I'm just like, I'm not going to be playing next Friday night because I actually got another event I'm going to, and I won't be able to stream that because I'm actually going to be out of the house for the night on that Friday. But that's
fuel scooping.
for Friday. Today is Sunday. Scoop some fuel. 17 bodies. We're 19 jumps away. We'll just press on.
Fuel scooping complete.
It always? Yeah, I know. He sits there and messages and doesn't realize that I'm not on there. Well, I don't have it up now, but normally I have external dispatcher up on the other screen, and I don't right now. Let me. I also have Discord muted because I'm just like, I'm 100% not paying attention to Discord tonight. I'm actually getting really frustrated with that, and I'm just like, you know what? Not gonna worry about it. 100% not gonna worry about it. It's not my problem tonight.
Fuel scooping.
I don't even want to talk about that. I'll talk space stuff. I'll talk about the game I'm playing, and I'll talk about anything other than Run 8 tonight. That's.
Fuel scooping complete.
How many was it? 17? Yeah, fine, we'll stop and scan for a minute. Boom. Icy body explosions. Yeah, gas giants. Oh, on the other side of the star. Alright, we should be far enough away from the star. We're going to talk to my boss tomorrow about ordering a case of oil. Not for me, but for like... We ran out of this one oil that we go through a lot of, and... I'm like, well, we're out of it, but one of the other shops in town has it, so I guess we got to order it from them. Is that an ammonia-based world? What was that? High metal content world, atmosphere type sulfur dioxide. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be there. That would be a bad place to be. Sulfur dioxide is pretty acidic. It'll you would eat through your ship. Would eat through metal. Well, I'm thinking sulfur hydroxide. And either way, would not be a good time to have your ship there.
System scan complete.
It would end badly.
Frameshift drive charging.
In fact, I'm just gonna Google that. Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is a gas and is visible and has a nasty, sharp smell. It reacts easily with other substances to form harmful compounds such as sulfuric acids, sulfurous acid, and sulfurate particles. About 90%. Oh, about 90% of the sulfur dioxide in air comes from human sources.
Fuel scoping.
I'm just pulling up the sulfur dioxide Wikipedia because why not? Structure bonding, production, reactions. Inhalation. Inhaling sulfur dioxide is associated with increased respiratory systems and disease, difficulty in breathing, and premature death. Ooh. In 2008, the American Conference of Geothermal Industrial Hygienists reduced the short-term exposure limit to 0.25 parts per million. The OSHA PEL is currently set at 5 ppm, time-weighted average. OSHA set the apparently you can eat it. But inhaling it doesn't really say exactly what it would do to you. Either way, it probably wouldn't be good. Let's fly away from the star. We've got a full tank of fuel, and then we'll scan the system. It was a small, so we got 17 jumps left. Got a gas giant. Nothing orbiting that star. We flew away from the star. How are we still right next to it? Oh, because it's a massive star. That's why.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Jump, here we go. 17 more jumps. I was too close to the star. Ship got too hot. Gotta let it cool down. Our heat is at 42%, 40, 37, 35.
Frameshift drive charging.
I
3, 2, 1.
So I was having a conversation with my mom earlier, and she's like, "Your motorcycle, or Yamaha's not Japanese." And I was like, "Yeah, it is. They're a Japanese-based company. They have been for like the 135 years that they've been around." Well, your motorcycle wasn't built in Japan. It was built in such and such a place. And I just went out. I went out to my bike earlier before I streamed and found the builder sticker on my bike that says where it was made. It's like, made in Japan. I'm like, come on.
Fuel scoping complete.
I'm nervous about Tuesday, though. Because on Tuesday, I'm going to go talk to somebody at the bank. I might be trading my car, and I want to get rid of my car. Gee, honestly, I hate my car. But I might be getting rid of my car and getting a new one. It's awesome. Don't know where I'm getting yet, but And I'm not taking suggestions. It's like, oh, I'm getting a new car. Oh, get this, get this, get this. No, you don't know what I want. And what you're suggesting is definitely not what I want. How my friends are like, get a Toyota. And I'm like, no. No. I'd like to remind everyone that this live stream is brought to you by Toyota. Not really. I would not, no.
Frame shift drive charging.
I refuse to see Toyota. I couldn't put myself, I can't see myself in a Toyota or a Honda or anything. Anyways.
Scooping.
Let's scoop of fuel, be on our way.
Fuel scooping complete.
When we start getting closer, I'm gonna take time to actually see if I can't spot this nebula we're flying towards. Nah, which nebula did I say we're going to? We're going to the Hydrangea Nebula, so we're skipping that. We're going there, yeah. I really want to see the Eos Nebula, because the picture they have of that looks really cool, but that's like way out of the way. Like it's on our way, but we're not. We would be backtracking to go to the nebula we're flying to right now. That seemed like we were in witch space a lot longer than normal.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Mm-hmm. 26. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. 26 is a lot. Like the burnout in this is still fun. This is still fun, but stopping to scan everything is definitely getting very tedious. And I'm just like, you know what? I just wanna
Shift drive charging.
keep pressing. KGB. It's scannable. KGB phone. Tired.
Fuel scooping.
See, I have this idea, and I posted this question on the laser tag subreddit. And the whole idea is I want to take laser tag and make a LARP out of it. Like use laser tag as the weapons, because Nerf guns just don't cut it for me, and airsoft just isn't safe enough. Or it's not safe enough, and there's a lot of stuff going on there that makes it more difficult. How many more jumps we got? So I posted on there basically saying, hey, I'm looking for, this is what I'm looking for. Does anyone have any suggestions? And so some people have been giving me, throwing some ideas at me, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to take a look at these after the live stream.
Frame shift drive charging.
Hmm.
3, 2,
1. Ooh, that's really bright.
fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Frame shift drive charging.
How many bodies were there? I don't remember how many bodies there were. 2. Oh, I already scanned everything. Oh.
Frame shift drive charging. Three, two, engage. Fuel scoping.
I gotta check something. Just.
Fuel scoping complete.
Hopefully everything's right here. I hope. It'd life so much easier if it all was. But it's not.
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging.
And that's an M-Star, so we can scoop fuel, which would be great. I mean, we got plenty of fuel, but still, it'd be awesome to always make sure you got a full tank. 3, 2, One. Engage.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
I was checking something on my other screen. Oh, we got a graphical glitch. The skybox just doesn't decide to render right there. Ruining my immersion game. It's like there and there. At least it's not like right. Oh no, there's definitely a hard line right there. You can see it. No, that's not a hard line. Never mind. It's there. Oh, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a line there, but it's not that noticeable.
Frame shift drive charging. Three, two, fuel scoping.
9 more jumps.
Fuel scoping complete.
I'm gonna mute my. I gotta load a video real quick, and I don't want. There's a very, very, very popular YouTuber who came to one of the LARP events I was at, and they did a bunch of filming. It's awesome. And I happened to be like, there's a tiny little part of like where you can see me in the background, and I'm like, ah, there's me.
Frameshift drive charging.
I press it and it's like, it immediately turned off because I hit both buttons at the same time.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
8 more jumps.
Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
One down the hatch.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Keep being distracted by checking other things like, oh, I'm gonna look at this, gotta check this, gotta check that. That was 18. We got our full tank of fuel. We're on our way again. And I believe that there's a nebula we're going to. I think that's it right there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Neutron star. Fun, fun, fun. I think we got a full tank of fuel. Yes, I'm watching the nebula and not where I'm actually going. Because why would I watch where I'm going?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
This is technically a loading screen. We do have to supercharge,
Warning. Frameshift
so we'll get that done real quick. throttle out of it, throttle out of it. And of course we got that glitch where the skybox doesn't load properly, and it's degenerative, so it just keeps getting worse and worse as you play, and I really wish they would fix that. Fly away from the neutron star a little bit, get out of its gravity well, and then we'll chop power now. There wasn't much here, but scan it anyways. Scan everything. Actually, we're not scanning everything. I've skipped quite a few systems. It's actually a little tedious to try and scan everything. Like every system you jump into, it's just it gets too much.
System scan.
Alright, let's just... No, I wanted to do system map. That one's landable. I wonder. Did I get logged out? I must have gotten logged out. Flight log. Just trying to go to my flight log and check something about this system here. Oh, this system was visited for the first time on EDSM by Roberta Maenz. 2 ships passed through the system. 2 ships have passed through the system in the last 24 hours. An Anaconda, not me, and a Diamondback Explorer, definitely me. We got, what, 6 more jumps. This is a 234 light year jump. Here we go. Again with the supercharging.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
And let's see. I bet you anything this is a system that somebody's already been to as well. No. At least according to EDSM, so I'm the first person here. Bet you anything that Anaconda like supercharged and got like a 400 light year jump range or some shit, or 300 light year, just far enough that they didn't have to come here. And then me, I'm like, nah, I gotta stop here. Gotta recharge. So yeah, I'll scan stuff for neutron stars because they're gonna be more notable when people follow, you know, or coming through here. They're like, oh. Is that a water world? That's a water world. Cool. What a water world. Did not think we'd find a water world. I'll set quite a bit here to go. Wait, is that another water world? I wanna. This looks like our last two.
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging. Three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping.
4 more jumps. It's 8:22. We've been at this for about an hour and a half. We've got about an hour and a half left. We're halfway through the stream tonight. Well, a little less than halfway.
Fuel scoping complete. Frame shift drive charging. Three, two, one. Engage.
Oh, neutron star. I don't want to have to supercharge through this.
Warning. Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
How many more jumps we got? 3 more jumps. And going to our scanner. Not a whole lot, but
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging.
oh, we can scoop fuel from this one. Good. Cool. And we've got what? 2 more jumps, so we should be able to see the nebula from here. So what we'll do is we'll just fly away from the star a little bit, and see what we can see.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
But I want to make sure we're far enough away from the star that it's not, you know, backlighting us a lot. That's not it. Maybe I just can't see it from here yet.
Frame shift drive charging. Three, two,
That's why I can't see. I'm still 140 light years away from everything.
warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
Go away, skybox bug.
Frame shift drive charging.
I used to have this problem. I think it's because I'm running at like absolute highest level graphics I can run.
Three, two, fuel scooping.
Whoa. Like, look at that. Just from here. We're not even in the nebula, and look at that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Throttle up. I want to get away from the star, and I want to take a shot of it. Like, I want to get away from the star so that way that lights us up more. So we're just going to fly for a minute or two. So one of my friends is kind of, I scroll through Facebook and I comment on my friends' stuff occasionally. One of them's like, "Why have I not? I want to know. I know it's dangerous, and I shouldn't, but I just really want to nap in the bathtub." And everyone's like, "Just get some floaties, you know, inflatable necklaces." And I was like, "Master the art of sleeping standing up and take a nap in the shower." Oh, oh. We're one jump away from that nebula, and just I don't spend enough of time like enjoying the sights we see and stuff like this, and so it's like it's just it's something else, you know, something else. All right, I want to go. We're gonna skip. So we're at the Hydrangea Nebula. We're gonna skip the Magnus Nebula, and we're gonna go to the Eos Nebula, which is it's a little bit out of the. Okay. So it's right here. We're here. We're just gonna make a straight line this way, and then it's gonna be tricky getting here because we got two permanent locked systems. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and we'll definitely. I definitely want to see the Eos Nebula. We're probably not gonna get there tonight. But plotting fail? Oh, it's too far away. What's this bookmark down here? Oh, that's waypoint 9. Okay. So we're not going to be able to get there. Instead, we will plot our route. We'll go to the neighboring necklaces. Can I plot a route there? And then we'll... Or is that too far? That's 2,000 light years? I don't think it... Yeah, plotting failed. God damn. I guess we'll follow the route, I guess. That's where we're at. There's only almost 1,000 light years, but let's see. It shouldn't take too many jumps. Let's see. 9 jumps. Yeah, that's nothing. Nope.
drive operating beyond safety.
Came in too fast.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
Yeah, it wasn't much here, so let's scan the system. It never hurts, yeah. If no one else visited this star, then cool.
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging. Three, two,
Three bodies? What didn't get... and one of them was another star, so... somewhere along this orbital line, there's gonna be a planet. No, it's right there. It's blocked by the star. God damn it.
fuel scooping.
We got 7 more jumps to go. Gonna scoop fuel, scan this one planet, and then be on our way to the next destination. Of course, like always, I do take questions about any of the games that I am currently playing. I'm looking to see how much beer I've got left in my bottle.
Fuel scooping complete.
There we go. I think we're far enough away from the star. Yeah, we should be far enough away. We should be in a position now where I can see... Yep, there it is. Ah,
Frame shift drive charging.
there we go. 7 more jumps, and then we'll, figure out what we need to go after that.
Three, two,
I'm gonna just take this and slide it down a little. And I'm gonna take just a second to cut the power. Check Discord. It's like on the palm of my hand. Not on the palm of my hand, but like right here on the back side of my hand. It's let's scoop for fuel.
fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Oh, it was easy. 6 more jumps. Actually, that right there, we can see the nebula we're flying to from here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly away from the star for a minute, just so that way the luminosity of that star isn't overpowering that nebula. We get far enough away, that nebula will start to glow. should be far enough away from that star. We'll get at least 1,000 light seconds away from it, and then we'll see how that nebula looks. And halfway there. And 1,000 light seconds away. Yeah. Doesn't really lighten up that much. I think we're on the wrong side of it. I think all the light is coming from the other side of it and only illuminating, and we're seeing like there's like stars behind it that are being blocked by all the nebular gas. Beer and spaceships. My favorite things.
Fuel scooping.
44 bodies? Holy crap. What I can do is I can actually go and fuck. I'm the first one ever to visit this system. 5 jumps. And the question I pose is, should I scan this? I am the first person to ever visit this system.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Just thinking if I want to take the time to scan this or not. You know what? Yeah, we will. We'll take the time to scan this. This will be a good payout. There. Yeah, I don't want to because it's gonna take so much time to scan 44 planets, but. It's also 44 planets. So yeah, I'm gonna, while I'm doing this, I really, I do enjoy answering questions about stuff. I guess I don't know, talk about things. I talk about so much. Kind of run out of stuff to talk about sometimes, you know. It's like, all right, people watching, audience, suggestibles. Like, what is something not related to Run 8, because I've decided I'm not going to be talking about that at all tonight, that, could ramble on about. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, hopefully, tomorrow night we'll finish up this leg at Distant Worlds 2. We'll get to the waypoint tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning, yeah. I'm gonna freaking live stream it. 7 o'clock in the morning before I'm getting ready to work. Get ready for work. And then Thursday, I kind of want to turn Thursday into like, it would be awesome to start theming the days that I stream, like Space Sunday, you know, something Monday, something, you know, that's a thing I've always wanted to do. And I don't know what I want to do Thursday for a stream. Maybe I'll go back to the whole idea of having like a community votes type deal where like I post on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @KazakF. I've got my handle down there in the lower center of the screen. I might revisit that idea of posting like a poll. The problem is a couple of the games that I've posted before, it's like, oh, I'll play this game, and then I decide to play it later and stream it. Realize it doesn't stream too well just because it's such a GPU intensive game, and I actually don't have the best GPU in the world on this computer. It kind of doesn't work right. Actually, you know what? I hate myself just enough. I think I know what I'll play on Thursday. Let's see if I'll have to make sure I run the updater, but I might go fiddle fuck around with Star Citizen. A game that I continuously and will permanently hate on. But still. It's like I want Star Citizen to be good, right? They haven't delivered what I believe they should have. And I agree with a large percentage of the people who hate who shit on it for the developers kind of getting distracted with too much. They want to add too much to the game too fast. Like, they should have just focused on getting the flight model right to begin with. And getting one module of the game working, like ship flights and space exploration. That should have been day one we got working right. But they didn't. I said the magic word. It's Star Citizen. People are gonna start showing up and shitting on me. But they didn't. They didn't follow that. They didn't focus. And I think that's what's making me upset about Star Citizens. They've taken so much time to make so much. That's what I like about Elite, is like they said, all right, here's what we want to make. We want to make a space sim. We'll start off by letting people fly ships, and then added everything and just work their way towards, a final end goal. Like, all right, well, it's a finished game, and we're going to add more through expansions, and that's the way you do it. Like, oh, well, yeah, you'll get space legs eventually, update blah, 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 and it'll be part of, this expansion. Asteroid belts. Why am I scanning the system? It's got 21 bodies. I didn't want to scan the system. I can definitely tell I'm not in a state where I could fly my ship on like a high G world. Oh.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm just checking something on the other screen. The advantage of having multiple monitors is I can do that.
Fuel scoping.
I have a real big love-hate relationship with working Sundays. It's like, it's work. I don't mind working. I actually enjoy my job. I hate working Sundays because, one, it's a slow day, and two, I have so much other shit I could be doing on Sundays. At least because I have weekdays off, have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off, I can, like, do important things like go to the bank. Try to do that on Tuesday.
Frameshift drive charging.
Anyways.
Fuel scoping.
With only 9 bodies, it won't take too long to scan everything here, so we'll just scan all this stuff. And then I'm prepared to go do something dumb while I charge up our frameshift drive. Even if somebody else scanned it first, I can at least scan it and also like confirm all this shit or whatever. I don't know. How many more jumps we got? 2 more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think we'll make these 2 jumps, and then we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night a little early. It'll give us more to do tomorrow night. Oh boy.
Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frame shift drive supercharged.
Alright, we'll fly out of this, and then I want to check EDSM real quick. No, I'm the first ship to visit here, so we're scanning everything. At least I'm the first ship on EDSM. EDSM doesn't track everybody, which would be nice if EDSM, like, by default did. Like, if it's like, you have to have a third-party application in order to work with it. So I have a little program I run in the background that tracks everything for me, and And if you're watching, even if you're just lurking around, it's awesome that you're here. Appreciate the viewership. Also appreciate, any follows or anything like that. Asteroid belts. There we go. Oh, yeah, good chunk of it done. Just take a brief second here. I got to. Just misspelled my own girlfriend's name. Ugh. I apologize. I'm taking just a minute to reply to a text message I got on Facebook, so it's just we're gonna be stuck here for just a second. But if you're watching, you got questions, you got comments, ask away. I don't know. I kind of have to pee. Oh, Officer Quack, if you're watching, thanks for that follow on Twitter. I just got the notification on my telephono. As previously stated, though, I am a little bevved up, so I'm just relaxing. What does the title mean? The title. What is my title again? DW2 Part 25 Waypoint 10. So I am playing Elite Dangerous. I'm going to pause the music because I can't hear myself think. We're playing Elite Dangerous, which is a space simulation, which I believe you should be. I think I've played with you before. We're in the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, which is on its way from. Let me actually get out of this because I can exit this and I can show you on our map. Well, yeah. Okay, so Distant Worlds 2 expedition, traveling across the galaxy. Part 25 because I've been numbering each one of these sequentially, and waypoint 10. We're working on waypoint 10, but we're not going to finish it tonight. I'm going to go back to my Facebook message real quick. I'm going to an event on Friday night, and I'm just trying to, coordinate with some of my friends, like, hey, here's what's going on. Well, I misspelled wasteland. Apologize, it's spelled with a Z, right? Apologize, yeah. One of my friends, I invited him to this event a couple weeks ago, and they're like, "Oh, we're busy, but we'll organize something on Tuesday." The next day, never bothered with this world. I preferred getting bounty money in my Corvette. I just find it more fun. That's one of the things I love about Elite is that there is a little bit of everything for anyone. Like, if you are the kind of person who likes, being a trader, hauling cargo around and playing the markets, you can do that. If you are like me, you like exploring and you like seeing new things and going crazy places like this, that's an option. If you want to be, a combat person, you want to kill wanted people and do bounty hunting, you can do that. That's one of the things I love how it's just, you could do all that shit in this game. Alright, this isn't too long of a jump. Oh, if I finish this one before we get there. I have not flown the Federal Corvette. I'm working on my Federation rank. I was before Distant Worlds 2 started off. But it is a ship on my to get list. In fact, after Distant Worlds 2 wraps up, I'll probably head back to my home system and work with my player group that I'm part of, the Federal Reclamation Co. And I've had a couple beers and some shots, and some other stuff. Anyways, work with them. Ship turns fast. It turns too fast. There's no such thing as a ship turning too fast. done a lot of battles with them, mainly for fun. Yeah, the in-game faction is one of the player factions, and I'm also part of the squadron. I think you are too, Officer Quack. I think I've talked to you before on either on here or on Discord. I talk to so many people throughout the day, and I'm super, super, super shitty with names. Like, if it wasn't on my shirt, I would forget my own name. It's not on my shirt. I've forgotten my own name. That's funny. When I first met my girlfriend, I kept forgetting her name. Like, this was before we were dating, but it was like... And... Yeah, it's been a while. Her and, like, one other person, I kept getting them confused. Her and her brother, I kept getting their names confused. I was like, oh, hey, Nate. Oh, my name's Alec. I mean, hey, Alec. And you walk up to Nate. Hey, Nate. My name's... Or, hey, Alec. My name's Nate. Oh, shit. Oh. There's so much shit out here. And this is one thing I don't like about exploration is scanning planets. Like, it used to be a lot more pain in the ass because you had to fly within so many, like, millions of miles or millions of kilometers of them. And this speeds it up a lot, but I still feel like this is too tedious and slow. And at the same time, I also don't feel like it should be just a jump scan and you got everything. I still feel like, well, the old way was you would jump in, honk, it would tell you every planet was there, and then you would scan it like I'm doing now by flying to it. And the old way of you would discover all the planets is by bumping into the system. I feel like was a bit better. What I'm doing is I'm scanning everything here, going to try and find a landable. There is one. I know there is because this is a key. This is one of the points of interest along the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, and I'm tired. Like I had to work today, obviously. Well, I mean not obviously, but I did have to work today, and I'm just like I'm ready for bed. Well, not bed, but I'm ready for like just. It's been a week. Tomorrow's my Friday, so I'm like, just one more day. See, I get through one more day of work. And I got like so much other shit going on. I'm like, Is it July yet? As soon as July hits, I can get my vacation time, and I can, and actually I say that, but I'm actually probably gonna be taking 2 days off next month or at the end of April, and be like, all right, fuck this shit. Going to California for the weekend. Let's see. EDSM actually tells me this. Let me go to my dashboard. EDSM gives me an estimated value, and I can actually tell you how much I've made so far. As soon as, actually, I need to go to. I can minimize that conversation. There it is. I gotta wait. My estimated scan value, and this is just an estimation, is 38 million credits. Okay? And my Inara ranking, if I go here. So, Distant Worlds 2 started off on... when did Distant Worlds 2 kick off? Pull that information up. I want to say it was in January. Oh, 18th of January. So what I can do now. So January 20th. I was sitting at 42 million credits. I was seeing at 42 million credits as of January 20th. And then I've risen up to 196 million credits so far. And my exploration data alone is an estimated 38,000 or 38 million. And we're at the point now where we're probably not going to run into another space station for quite some time. So, you know. Oh, what was that? What was that? I got a codex entry there. Rocky Ice World? It's probably not. It's probably just a non-terraformable. But I also have, I think, like 150,000 credits worth of codex entries. So, if I go to Transactions tab, yeah, 100,000 credits of codex discoveries, which is all like space anomalies. And that's just being lazy. If I was more detailed, I could probably get a lot more. We got a landable here. Oh, this one. This one looks like it's bigger and gonna have higher gravity. 2.55 G. What about this one? 1.65. 1.55. Yeah, we'll go to the 2G planet because that'll be fun. And because like I said, I did work today and I'm tired. I'm under some emotional, well, not emotional, life stress. I'm going to call the stream a little early. Normally I go until 10. Well, actually, no, by the time we get this planet mapped, it'll be 10 o'clock in time to cut the stream anyways. So. That's officially my record for number of beers drinking on stream. It's time zones. I live on the West Coast, so for me it is 9:15, and I came in too fast. I wasn't paying attention to my throttle settings. Loop of Shine. Maybe I can actually. Oh, that's really cool. Those two planets are that close to each other. I still have work tomorrow too, so I have a weird work schedule. I work Monday. I don't. I work Thursday through Monday. Can I use the surface scanner here? Ah, he's from the future. I'm like really close, and I'm like, oh, let's map the system. Planet. From pretty much close enough to land on it. If you're from the future, how many more beers will I drink tonight? The answer is one more. The answer is one more. One more. Oh shit, he is!
Orbital flight engaged.
Too close. And actually what I'm going to do is as soon as we find a good spot to land on this planet, I'm going to land, call it a night, and then just kind of, you know, it's a few minutes early, whatever. I still need to take a shower, and, well, I already ate dinner, right? Or no, yeah, I did eat dinner. It's weird. It's like my schedule is such a way that Saturdays I have to work for 10 hours, right? But then Sundays I only have to work 6, and I don't feel like I get near the... Oh man, that is a bad mapping. I don't feel like I get enough sleep on Saturday night. And I will admit that maybe part of it's my girlfriend's fault. Like, I'm not mad at her about it, but I'm also like... She comes over on Saturday nights and spends the night over here, and... I just don't feel like I sleep as well as I should. I just need to drink more when she's over. God damn, I can't get these to land far enough. I also really have to pee. I drank like a full monster. Like, it was it was about 3 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm sitting at work. I'm just like, I'm dying of boredom. I'm gonna drink a monster, or else I am going to fall asleep.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, that's the closest one. Actually, we'll go with 14, just because round planet we can walk around better. No, I drank that whole monster, and I was like, alright, cool. Now what? Stream animation card. Should want to see as usual. It was terrible and didn't work properly. I think years ago I did a live stream of Kerbal Space Program and had something similar to that happen. I also speaking of Kerbal Space Program, like when that game first came out, the car, if you drove above 40 miles per hour at high revs, would develop a small issue where the engine would blow up. Yeah, that might be a problem. No, I was saying about Kerbal Space Program. Years and years and years and years ago, there was when Kerbal Space Program first came out, there was a small competition at my work. I worked at a retail store similar to like Walmart, except for it was a different company. We had an ongoing competition on who could land on the moon the first, right? Out of like the 4 or 5 of us in the electronics department. And part of the way we did this was the rules were you could only build your ship and fly it at work. And so we all would bring our laptops in and try and quickly, on like our 15-minute breaks and our 30-minute lunch breaks, build these ships and try and build them, test them, and land them on the moon. And of course, at that point, I had figured out like a bunch of the mods to download. Like I had MechJeb and everything. If driven at low revs at 100 miles per hour, the car would decide to spin out without warning.
Orbital flight engaged.
Did I overshoot my target? I think people are going into this one. I don't think there are any worse cars than that. I don't know. Have you ever driven the Reliant? Well, actually, we can't sit there and say too much about the Reliant Robin because Top Gear actually modified those cars to be terrible. From my understanding, they removed like the balanced weights. They're supposed to help keep those cars from flipping over to make them easier to flip over. Actually, I can think of a worse car. The Dale. I can think of the Dale comes to mind. Although we don't have any. Okay. In terms of performance, yeah, that's the worst car. But if we're talking shitty cars, the Dale is gonna. The Dale takes it for me. At least the Reliant Robin would drive without blowing up. I mean, that's true. Alright, I see some wakes up ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly towards those wakes. I think that's where other people are dropping out. We're going to drop out and land near them. Oh, this is going to be fun since I probably can't walk right now. I'm also doing that thing you shouldn't do in broadcast where you hold it so the label is out. You should always hold it so the label is in. It's a counter-marketing thing. I really have to pee. Is it a front-wheel drive car or rear-wheel drive? I don't know anything about automation, but I know rear wheel, but the front end will bounce. Is it like it's trying to pop a wheelie, or is it being like pushed into the ground and bouncing? Is it like doing this, or is it doing this? Because if it's doing this, it's telling me there's a torque issue. If it's doing this, it's telling me it's a different torque issue. I'm going to cut power. I'm going to go take a piss real quick, because I'm about to piss my pants. I'll be right back. The tires take off basically. Is the front of the car being lifted up or pushed down, and that's what's causing it to bounce? Like, yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about automation, but I know enough. I know a little bit about cars. I may have driven a race car for a short time. So I forgot that. Well, I didn't forget. I knew it was, but I wasn't paying enough attention. Tonight is D&D night. My roommate runs a D&D campaign. We got a bunch of people over, and I'm like, I'm not wearing pants because it's hot as hell in my room. So I just walk out there. I'm like, I got t-shirt, boxers, and socks on. I walk out in my room to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh shit. Try to take off basically. It lifts up. It's rear-wheel drive. It lifts up. Where is it? Is it mid-engine, front engine, or rear engine? And as soon as you let off gas, it wants to lift the front end up. Because, technically speaking, if it were front engined and you were applying power, the front should want to come up. If it were front wheel drive, that doesn't make any sense either. What we need to do one of these days, we need to test and see if you can send me your car. Because I do have BeamNG Drive, and I can import cars from automation. We need to figure out if that works if I don't have automation, like if I could import your car. And I could dig out my racing wheel, which, when I say dig out, I mean it's not plugged in, but it's sitting at my feet. And, I can figure this. I could try and drive your car. What's that blue dot on my scanner? We need to figure out a way to do like a multi-stream, like co-op type deal. Oh, I've cut power. Why is my ship not slowing down? Oh, that's right, because it's a 2.5G planet. Good thing I know how to save my ship from a fall. It's a 2.55G planet. I have no shields. That is twice now I've had to save my ship from smacking into this planet. And it's only a 2.5G planet. I know, I am aware of what Mixer is. I haven't really used it. They're coming down.
Landing gear deployed.
I want to make sure that I'm not landing on top of one of these geysers or anything, just because sometimes when you land on top of things in Elite or too close to geological surface things and you log out, it can fuck up. Because this is a high G planet, my ship keeps just wanting to drop. And I'm like, no. Yeah. We'll have to figure something out, because like Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't stream. I'm working on my stream schedule. At least you are in an Explorer and a kind of... If you go and look at some of my clips, I think it was video... stream part 2 of Distant Worlds. We were landing at The View, which is like a 3.5, 4.1 G planet. And I land, and immediately I see somebody pop up on my radar. I'm like, oh look, another player. And I pan the camera around just in time to see them smack into the ground and explode. And I lost it. I was like, oh my god! And, I have the clip saved. The best part is the next day I live streamed, and that player was in my live stream. Like, him and I talked on Discord that afternoon. I lost it in my video and my engine blew up. But no, him and I talked a little bit on Discord, and I gave him some tips and pointers on how to land. Like, my vertical thrusters are actually on an axis, because I use a Thrustmaster T16 million or whatever the fuck they call it joystick, which I'm holding up right here, right? I've got this joystick. And I've got the throttle set up for it too, which I don't know if I can lift that up high enough to hold up. There we go. You can kind of see it, right? And the pedals, the flappy pedals right here, are actually my vertical thrusters, which works really well because I have them just sensitive enough that I can just give it just a tiny bit of down thrust for these high G planets, where I can very accurately control my descent. Like, I'm just barely pressing that button to keep my vertical velocity stable. Pair of joysticks to Elite. I have another joystick in my closet, but I prefer the joystick throttle slider setup so much better than a dual joystick setup. I also have pedals. So like I have foot pedals, which are moving like this right now, which there's no way for me to show on stream because, one, I'm not wearing pants, and two, my camera is actually glued to the top of my monitor, and I don't want to break that glue off. But I do have the pedals as well, and they work really well. I have them right now only in Elite. I have them only set up as yaw control. For other games like flight simulators, I have them set up for yaw and toe brake and everything. And I think in Star Citizen, I also have them set for left and right thrusters. Because not only do they do this motion, but they do this motion. Like, they have the toe brakes and everything, which means, like, for when I'm playing American Truck Sim or Wreckfest or BeamNG Drive, I actually use them as my gas pedal and brake pedal. And it works okay. I'll throw out the SRV here for just a minute, just to go scan those geysers. But I also have a racing wheel, like a cheap PlayStation racing wheel that works stupidly well for driving sims like American Truck Sim and BeamNG Drive and Wreckfest. There's not only driving games I have right now, and I need to get more because I honestly miss playing racing games. I used to do that all the time. But I also know how I can get sometimes, you know. And what's interesting is the joystick I have is actually, like, Thrustmaster made this joystick, and then people were using it so much for Elite Dangerous that Thrustmaster re-released an Elite Dangerous version of it, where they just changed the coloring of the detail from blue, I believe it was, to the same default orange that everybody has, or not everybody, the same default orange that our HUD is, which I actually really like that orange, and that's why I haven't changed it. In fact, I have LED lights that I strung up behind my my monitor, and that's what I use to light my face when I'm doing my live streams. And I set them to orange, the very similar shade of orange that you see in Elite Dangerous. This time I'm going to take just a couple more questions if anyone's got anything. Oh, man. I don't quite understand. I get, but I also don't at the same time get the idea of using dual joysticks. Well, I did run into at least 3 players today. One is for throttle and one is for rotation. Okay. You see, I use my stick for my pitch axis, which is nose up, nose down, which mine is set up exactly how you would find it if you were to be in the cockpit of an actual aircraft. So pushing the stick forward will push my nose down, pulling the stick back pulls my nose up. And I mimic that across every single flight simulator. Side to side on the stick is for roll along that axis. Once again, all across all flight simulators, moving the stick this way causes the ship to rotate this way, and rotating the other way, obviously the other way. And then, in fact, you can see I'm pushing the stick forward, pulling the stick back, moving the stick there, moving the stick there. My throttle slider right there, and then that's the only one I don't get, right? So I'm actually moving my feet for that joystick movement right there, but the in-game is using the rotational axis of the joystick, which is then the joystick, right? This is boom, 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 and then it has this little bit of rotation, right? I don't have that mapped to anything. I don't have this rotational axis mapped to anything, at least in Elite. I think in X-Plane I have it mapped to, if I rotate that way, it looks that way, and it looks that way. But because I have flight pedals. I have pedals at my feet that do the same thing. Like the reason the stick is moving is because I'm moving my foot pedals, and the foot pedals are actually moving invert from that. So right now it's twisting and going this way. Well, I'm actually moving my feet this way and twisting the pedal that way. I'm moving the foot pedals opposite of that. But, and then let's see. Yeah, my other thrusters you don't see here working because that. Well, I guess, okay, yeah. So my forward, the hat switch on my joystick. I want to use the pedals as a gas pedal, so since they have toe brakes and I can move them like this and this, I want to use, one for gas and one for brake, but I can't, which is what I use in Truck Sim and Wreckfest and BeamNG Drive. I can't map them the same way I can in Elite to do that. So what I end up doing is one pedal, it's gas, and then no gas is brake, and then I have my wheel. Except for I don't have my wheel set up, I just use the joysticks. I decided using the wheel for the SRV and Elite was fun, but was too much. It was because I had to pick the wheel up, put it on here, adjust everything, and then deal with cranking the wheel over 900 degrees if I wanted to turn left, and 900 degrees if I wanted to turn right, and then 300 or 200 or 400 degrees, whatever, to go straight. So for the SRV, the pedals don't do anything for me. I might sometime during Distant Worlds or maybe after Distant Worlds when I have more time to sit down and fiddle fart with this stuff. Remap everything properly, because so far I've had to remap my joysticks 4 times, and it's just getting to the point where it's I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep remapping them. Anyways. All that beautiful, delicious credits. I think I will be calling it a night tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I know that's late for all my East Coast friends, but I mean, that's a half hour after I get home from work, an hour after I get home from work. That gives me enough time to eat dinner. If you want, you'll be fine with that time. That works for a lot of people. It works for me because I get off of work at 5:30, and it takes me about a half hour, 45 minutes, depending on traffic, to get home. And I originally started out doing my streams at 6:30, and I realized if I'm walking in the door at 6:15, 6:25, that doesn't give me enough time to take my shoes off and unwind for a few minutes. So that's why I pushed it back to 7 p.m. So that at least gives me, a half hour, 45 minutes to, cook food or whatever, and I'm not rushing it home. Anyways, it was back at this tomorrow night, Monday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. God damn, I'm getting all over the place. I should stop drinking. I shouldn't. I'm not going to. You can't make me stop. Where we'll finish up Elite Dangerous. Not Elite Dangerous. We'll finish up Waypoint 10. And we'll stream until we're done. We'll stream until we get to the waypoint. And then we'll figure out something Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll post probably Tuesday. I'll post a poll on Twitter, and we'll figure something out for doing a stream on Thursday on what game we want to play. And there will not be a stream on Friday. I'm gonna be out with some friends on Friday night. So, yeah, I will catch you guys and girls and whatever else is, because today was Transgender Awareness Day, and honestly, I don't care about your gender, because while it's a thing that identifies who you are, it's not a thing that I'm going to use to judge you on. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Commander Kazakh.